Hello, Martin Desmarais from Agriculture Hydroponique du Sault. Today we're going to speak about ventilation and fans. In most of my life so far, I've gardened or inside gardener or whatever. When I need ventilation, that was the kind of ventilation I was used to add in my installation. Some can ventilation so I can hook my conduit on each side and use it on the 110 volt lines with some kind of thermostat, switching control, independent. Something like this retail for Canadian $170 in my region. The thermic control was reaching at the time $80, so we get an installation fan excluding docking at $250 for control, but that was still very noisy and very bulky, even with the traditional solution of putting a box or surrounding insulation in of the box. I was not satisfied by the volume occupied by the fan into my greenhouse, or eventually if a tent setup is installed, it's about the same thing. So I went into a search and I found on the TerraBloom product, which is here we have on test a 6-inch model that moves very well. That comes with its own independent control for 8 speed, which is very reasonable for most of the basic use. You can put it to the max. Still very silent, but moves a lot more air, and here we consider it wide open. Still moves a lot of air and builds up more pressure than the can fan that I was used to use in the past. Here I use it as a ventilation for eating through my light, my HPS lighting system, so I can get some heat into the greenhouse. So I was needing a large volume, something like 6-inch, with good pressure, so I can put it back when I go on the other side. The TerraBloom ACMF 150 was very great for this. I use it like with the basic control, it was enough. But for ventilation of the exterior of the greenhouse, I needed like a thermal control, which I was able to reach with the smart speed controller with the thermal probe. And I connected to my exhaust fan, which is a 4-inch in that case. That 4-inch is certainly available. It's available, I think, through Amazon for something like $143 or something like this. It's basic entry controller. It's a 4-inch in that case. It's very compact, as you see. It's not big myself. Temporary install. Here it's installed as a docking and exhaust fan for temperature control. I use it with the thermostat here, which I happen to not see when it's glaring a lot, but it's very convenient. As thermostat, you have your room temp that you set, your desired reaching point. It auto choose which intensity of the fan it needs to reach the point depending on the difference on the setup point. It's very convenient. You can use it also in automatic mode, and this controller can control at the same time 4 fans. Depending on the side, it could be a 4 or 6-inch, but they have to be on the same series of the ECMF series, which is very convenient. But they don't have individual control, they have group control. For others, there's a remote control available, which I don't use here for now. We'll see, depending. I was not sure at the beginning, that's why I ordered both, but the smart controller is more than pleasing for the outside fan system. All the TerraBloom coming with those little module and this little integration wire for some people who use external control. It's a standard 0-10 volt control. can be tied like to things like Raspberry, Arduino, or other controller for greenhouse like Unitronics and stuff like that. So it's very convenient. You have your connectors, and all the connectors are very fun to use. You screw them in and they hold there, they stay there. The wire length are 16 feet on the control and the probe, so it's more than sufficient to most of the install. Very good product that I would recommend and install again in my other installation, because the size really matters for me into my installation, and the performance is there. What can I say? It's almost noiseless at low speed. The only thing I hear in the greenhouse most now is the power supply of the light, which I have to take care of, but the fan is not anymore an issue, and it's not even finished or complete as noise protection, and I'm already very satisfied. So I would use those TerraBloom products again for sure. We really recommend for you to try. Thank you. Bye bye. Martin Desmarais from Agriculture Hydroponique du Sault. See you next time.